Hey everybody, Kevin here, and if you follow this channel, you know I had a little issue with the van. I got the van back today. In a few days I'm going to do a detailed video on exactly what went on with that. But anyway, we're getting ready to finally get out of here after this fun little delay and get a really long trip going. But this story that you saw the headline for is really interesting for a couple of reasons. So let's get into it. Okay, 3 mountain lions feasting on human remains is not a happy story for a couple of reasons. One, this is a place called Coronado National Forest, which is exactly that, a national forest. This national forest has a lot of campgrounds and a lot of camping areas. Now, this is in southeast Arizona. A little bit of it falls back over, is my understanding, into New Mexico. I've been in a lot of Arizona. I have not been in this area yet, and this trip was supposed to have been one, and should be one, that will put me right into this area in a few weeks. This is bothersome for a couple of reasons. Now, first, they haven't identified who this unlucky person was yet. So we don't know if it's a hiker, we don't know if it's a camper. We have to wait for that information to be released. What we do know is there were 3 mountain lions going at the remains of this guy. Now, I'm not an expert by any means, but I know that mountain lions, they're giant cats, and they don't want to just stumble upon something and eat it. And there should be no shortage of food out in the area that this happened in, natural food for them. So mountain lions, being giant cats, they like the thrill of the chase, and they like to kill their own food. And so this has the potential to be a really, really horrible story. And they spent a day apparently trying to capture these things. Were pretty much unsuccessful trying to capture these. And after reviewing footage and stuff, they decided it was better to kill them. And that is what they did. They killed all 3 of them. And in this case, I probably agree with that decision. I have never heard a story that involved 3 mountain lions, 3 adult, apparently, mountain lions. I have seen some horrible stories over the years on things on television. I have seen where a mountain lion will go and hit a bicyclist and take a bicyclist off their back, and I do a lot of that when I'm out, so that worries me. I have been in some other areas where mountain lions were around. I've been lucky enough to never see one yet, but as a local in South Dakota told me once, it will see you before you see it. But I've never heard of 3 of these before, so that's just scary in and of itself, because being out, and especially with the bicycle thing again, I am way more afraid of a mountain lion encounter than I am a bear encounter. And I can tell you, coming from the east, even though I'm in the south and I'm in a mountainous rural area, we really don't have mountain lions in this area. There'll be a little bobcat or maybe a mountain lion, but nothing that ever comes in contact with people. We don't have a lot of bears to deal with. It's just, you can pretty much go out in the woods, and I mean, we never thought about running into stuff like this growing up when we were out. So maybe it's different for you know, you folks that are from Arizona and California and places in these canyons and such, but this is just a different thing for me. So if you grew up in those areas, I'd love to hear your opinion of this stuff in the comment section. With that said, I have a few more videos ready to go for you. Like I said, I'm going to be filming some stuff in the next couple of days, which is going to cover what went on with this van. Not because you really care about what really happened to me, but because some of this stuff may apply to you depending on what kind of van or what kind of vehicles you have. Because I run into some surprises I wasn't expecting the way this whole thing worked out. So this may be some information on this vehicle that will help you guys out. In the meantime, if you're wondering what to watch next, you can always go down in the comment section, down in the description, and you'll see links to other recent videos, things you may have missed, things that may interest you about van life and camping and traveling and that kind of stuff. And until then, we'll see you soon.